Another reason for the economic crash of the late 1920s in the United States is the fact that the Republican government under Herbert Hoover did nothing to address the problems. They had economic experts, they knew that unemployment was rising, and they knew about the problems with tariffs, but they believed in laissez-faire. Now, before Herbert Hoover, there was Calvin Coolidge, and all through the 1920s, it was a Republican government. When it got to 1928 and the presidential election there, Hoover took the presidency under the promise he will keep things as they are. Things will continue to be good, the roaring 20s will continue, but as a result of that, and the Republican belief in laissez-faire, let things be, let things sort themselves out, he did nothing to prevent the crash, to work towards putting things in place to make sure a crash didn't happen. So, you could probably think of America as a ship like Titanic heading towards an iceberg. President Hoover is the captain, the brand new captain. Partway through the voyage of Titanic, let's imagine, didn't happen, but let's imagine they elected a new captain. This man is Hoover. He has a choice. They are on a luxury ship. They're having a wonderful time. They're sailing on their way to a fantastic time in New York. Everything's looking rosy and people are having a great time. But we know there's an iceberg ahead. Now, the captain of this ship could change course and avoid the iceberg, but Hoover didn't. Hoover took over the control of the ship and continued on the same path, heading, despite the good times going on, heading towards a crash. He didn't change course, he continued. Now, the Republican government, by not responding, by not putting anything in place, didn't necessarily cause the crash, though some of their policies contributed perhaps to things like big business being in control, but did nothing to prevent it happening. And by not doing anything, they caused the crash.